Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. So, I am here to discuss the aquatic fungi and the terrestrial fungi. What are fungi? Fungi are living organisms that are distantly related to plants and more closely related to animals, but rather differ from either to those groups. Fungi exhibit diverse forms including yeast, molds, and mushrooms, and play crucial roles in ecosystems and human affairs. Yeast are fungi formed in unicellular, molds are fungi formed in multicellular called hyphae, mushroom are spore-bearing fruiting body of fungi. Fungi can be recognized by the following characteristics. So, the first characteristic is the cell of fungi contains nuclei with chromosomes like plants and animals, but unlike bacteria. The second is fungi cannot be photosynthesized. They are heterotrophic like animals. The third is fungi absorb their food. They are osmotrophic. And the fourth is they form of very narrow tubular branching filaments called hyphae. And the fifth is they usually reproduce by means of spores. The sixth is, and the last one is, cell wall made of chitin. Introduction. The kingdom fungi encompasses an incredibly diverse group of eukaryotic organisms ranging from microscopic yeast to massive mushrooms. Their ecological importance is immense. They act as vital decomposers, recycling nutrients in ecosystem, and participate in crucial symbiotic relationship with plants and other organisms. So, fungi impact extends to human society with uses in food production, medicine, and biotechnology. We broadly categorize fungi based on their primarily habitat. Aquatic fungi thrive in water bodies, while terrestrial fungi colonize land-based environments. This presentation aims to explore the fascinating differences and similarities, comparing their characteristic, representative species, and their diverse ecological role. Characteristic of aquatic fungi. Aquatic fungi live in the water. So, for the habitat, thriving in the diverse aquatic environments from freshwater lakes and rivers to marine ecosystems. Many possess flagella from efficient movement in water and specialized structures for attachment to substrates or hosts. So, for the morphology, exhibit unique adaptations for aquatic life. Reproduction employ both sexual and asexual reproductive strategies. Sexual reproduction often involves the formation of biflagellate zygorpus, which play a crucial role in their life cycle. Asexual reproduction commonly occurs through the production of sporangnia, releasing numerous meiospores. Complex life cycles frequently involve alternating gametophyte, and sporotophyte, sporophyte generations. Main types and biological rules of aquatic fungi. So, Chylomyces, highly effective mosquito larva, biocontrol agent, complex life cycle, but difficult to culture. So, Chylomyces, a remarkable example of biological control agent effectively target, targeting mosquito larvae populations. Its complex life cycle involving both mosquito larvae and pupads as hosts demonstrates a sophisticated parasite, para, parasit, parasitic strategy. However, its fastidious nutritional requirements represent significant challenges for in vitro culturing, limiting its widespread application as biological control agent. So, the second is Laginidium giganteum, easier to culture, promising biological control agent against mosquito larvae and other aquatic pests. So, Laginidium giganteum offers a promising alternative due to its relative ease of culturing on artificial media. This characteristic makes it a more readily available candidate for development as a biological control agent against mosquito larvae and other aquatic pests. So based on the picture, Chylomyces life cycle is complex involving two hosts, a mosquito larva and the crustacean or the pupad. The cycle begins with the diploid zygospore, a resting stage. This zygospore infects a mosquito larvae, developing into a sporophyte. The sporophyte produces sporangia, which release numerous haploid mesospores. These mesospores infect a cupad. Within the cupad, the fungus develop into a gametophyte, produce male and female gametes. Fertilization occurs, resulting in the formation of a new diploid zygospore, which is then released to infect another mosquito larva, completing the cycle. The diagram clearly shows the alternation of haploid and diploid phase and the transition between the two hosts. So, the life cycle of Laginidium giganteum. So, infection of a larval host is initiated by motile biflagellate zoospores that selectively recognize chemical signals on the epicutical outer skeleton of mosquitoes. After attaching, the zoospores injected them into the larva and rancify throughout the body of the host. So, for the bee, depending upon the temperature of the zoospore density, the larva dies of starvation within 1 to 1 to 4 days. At that time, each individual cell can form an exit tube and release 10 to 50 asexual spores, which is seek out a new host. So in the C, alternatively, two cells can fuse. In the D, ultimately resulting in the information of the thick-walled dormant spore. And the E, this sexual stage of L. giganteum can remain viable in a dehydrated state for at least 7 years. It is these spores that is responsible for multi-year recycling of the parasite, even though a habitat can be dry for months or years before reflooding and colonization by mosquito larvae. Under appropriate environmental conditions, spores will germinate, resulting in the production of effective biflagellate zoospores, similar to those reproduced during asexual reproduction. So for the characteristic of terrestrial fungi, so for the habitat, identify a vast array of terrestrial habitats including soil, decaying organic matter, and in association with living parts. So terrestrial fungi are found in the wide range of terrestrial environments, including soil, decaying organic matter, and association with living plants. So for the morphology, exhibit remarkable morphological diversity ranging from the microscopic hyphae to macroscopic floating bodies like mushrooms and etc. They exhibit a remarkable diversity of structures. The basic structure unit of a hypha, a long, slender filament. Hyphae can branch and intertwine to form a mycelium, the main body of the fungus. Many terrestrial fungi also produce macroscopic fruiting bodies, such as mushrooms, which are involved in reproduction. So, for the reproduction, employ diverse reproductive strategies including both asexual, spore formation, and sexual fusion of hyphae methods. Terrestrial fungi reproduce both sexually and asexually. Asexually reproduce often involves the production of the spores, which is dispersed by the wind, water, or animals. Sexual reproduction typically involves the fusion of two compatible hyphae followed by meiosis and production of spores. So, for the examples, Methazerium anisoplay and Beauveria bassinia are well-known examples widely utilized as effective biopesticide for controlling insect pests in agriculture. So, conclusion. In summary, while both aquatic and terrestrial fungi share fundamental characteristics, their unique adaptations to their respective environments highlight their ecological diversity and importance in nutrient cycling and ecosystem function. Future application in biocontrol and bioremediation are promising, underscoring the need for continued research into the vast, largely untapped potential of fungal diversity. So that's all for today. Thank you and God bless.